Thanks for tuning in, guys. On today's episode, we're reviewing the AORUS FV43U, a 43-inch gaming monitor. Stick around. The AORUS FV43U is a tactical gaming monitor. It is a UHD monitor that produces a 4K image up to 144 Hz refresh rate. That's if you're using PC. But what if you're on console? Well, they've got you covered there too. If you're on PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X like I am, there are two HDMI ports on this thing that allow you to display a 4K picture at 120 Hz. Now, the FV43U is just like your standard gaming monitors, except huge. In fact, this thing is more closely related to an actual TV, in my opinion, than a gaming monitor. But it has all the features of those gaming monitors. Like I mentioned, it has the 144 Hz refresh rate capability, along with VRR, ALLM, and it's a quantum dot display with HDR. This thing looks phenomenal in person. The AORUS has an ultra-thin bezel surrounding the image, giving you maximum visibility of the games that you're playing or the content that you're viewing on this large 43-inch monitor. It's very easy to use. Controls at the bottom of the monitor allow you to toggle through different picture modes, settings, and to select all the different types of inputs that you might have plugged into this. And boy, does this have a ton of inputs. If we take a look at the side of the AORUS 43-inch monitor, you'll notice that there are two HDMI 2.1 ports, one DisplayPort 1.4. It also has a USB-C port, a USB upstream port, two USB 3.0 ports, and your auxiliary and headphone ports. Another awesome feature that the AORUS has is the ability to display picture-in-picture or picture-by-picture side-by-side. So let's say you want to continue playing your game on your Xbox Series X, and in the background you need to attend a Zoom meeting, and you want to have that display on as well. Well, check this out. I'm going to show you an example of PlayStation 5 on one side and Xbox Series X on the other side. Now, they're both hooked up through the HDMI 2.1 ports on the AORUS, so you'll be able to see them side by side. In order to access this feature, you're going to enter the settings on the top of the menu. You'll go down to PIP/PBP and choose to turn PBP on. And voila, just like that, now you have your PlayStation 5 on the right-hand side and your Xbox Series X on the left-hand side. And as easy as it was to bring it up, you can control using the Xbox controller, and you can select the PlayStation side using the PlayStation 5 controller. This is an absolutely must-have feature for somebody that likes to multitask. Myself, when putting this monitor on my desk space right in front of me, gave me the ability to conduct video editing on one side and gaming when I needed a break on the other side. Much like the PBP mode where you put pictures side by side to the other picture, you can also do the picture-in-picture. Okay, great. Now that we've gone through some of the other features, let's take a look at the settings menu. In this case, on the AORUS, you can access the settings by the toggle switch underneath the monitor, which allows you to select Dashboard, Game Assist, power it off, exit the menu, or enter the settings menu. The really nice thing about the AORUS is it comes with a remote. This makes navigating your menu systems on this monitor so much easier. This is also another favorite feature of mine for the AORUS. Jumping into the menu settings, you'll notice that it starts out by telling you the resolution, your black equalizer, whether or not you have aiming stabilization on, overdrive, and what the refresh rate is currently, as well as adaptive sync. All those features on the top row of the settings are customizable. You do that by accessing the settings menu and going into the different selections you have available. Gaming, picture, display, picture-in-picture PBP, your system settings, the ability to save your settings to 3 different outputs, and the ability to reset the monitor. Let's go through gaming first. This gives you the ability to toggle the aiming stabilizer, black equalizer, super resolution, display mode, overdrive, and adaptive sync. If you toggle down to picture, it gives you the ability to select from 3 custom modes that you have made. Below that, you'll get to your display settings, which has input, KVM, HDR, and RGB. Then the picture-in-picture menu, or picture-by-picture menu. Below that is your system settings. And like I mentioned before, you have the ability to adjust your language, your audio mode, your OSD settings, your quick switch settings, and all other settings. The AORUS even has a game assist section. In this, you can set up your gaming timer, your gaming counter, your refresh rate, info location, so you can set it up differently. As you can see, the info location is here currently, showing that the Xbox Series X home screen is displaying a 60 frames per second image. You also have the ability to control with the remote the volume. Not only is there a toggle for volume on the remote, but you can also access it through the menu screen or the toggle below the monitor. The second option is to choose a crosshair setting. You have a few different styles and you can make custom ones as well. And last, display alignment. Let's take a look at some gaming on the Xbox Series X. The AORUS also gives the ability to do a 1 millisecond response time. Playing games such as Halo, Call of Duty, or any other first-person shooter are very beneficial when it comes to a 1 millisecond response time. This monitor is capable of that and gives you the best advantage when gaming online. Now let's take a listen at how the AORUS speakers sound. Right now I'm playing Halo Infinite, and you'll get an idea. The volume is at 0 at the moment. Now the volume is at 10. Now we'll take a look at Battlefield 1. This game does an exceptional job of showing how the AORUS displays the black levels and the super black availability and toggle options that this monitor has. Now let's take a look at the settings menu of the Xbox Series X using the AORUS. We'll go into TV and display options. And now we'll go to 4K TV details. This is where it shows that this TV, or monitor in our case, supports 4K UHD at 60, 4K UHD at 120. Playing games supports up to native 4K 120, HDR10. It does not support Dolby Vision, but for watching TVs and movies, it does support 4K 10-bit at 60 Hz. Now let's play a game with 4K 120 Hz. For this example, I'm going to use the PlayStation 5. And the game I'll be using specifically is Rocket League. First, we'll go into our settings, screen and video, and we'll check our video output information. Right now it's saying that we show 4K 60 Hz with HDR. What we will make sure to select is HDR when supported, and enable 120 Hz output automatically. Now that those features are selected, let's take a look at Rocket League on the PlayStation 5. On the right-hand side, you'll notice as the game boots up, the frames per second for Rocket League changes to 120 Hz. Now let's take a look at a game like Call of Duty Warzone on the PlayStation 5. Once again, you will see by looking at the right-hand side that the frames per second supported for Call of Duty Warzone Pacific are 120 frames per second with a 4K picture resolution. So what did you guys think of the AORUS FV43U? Is it all you hoped for? All the gaming you could handle? Honestly, this is a great monitor. And at a $999 price point currently, it's very affordable now too. So if you're looking for a new TV that supports 4K HDR at 120 Hz, I think this is a great option, not only for a TV, but for a monitor for your desk or just your game room in general. The key things that I really liked about the AORUS are the 2 HDMI ports, the ability to do the 120 Hz, the split screen PBP was one of my favorite features, along with the great sound quality, the great picture quality, and the versatility. With all the connection options and all different devices that we have in our lives today, the AORUS can handle all of them. This is truly a great monitor, and I highly recommend it. So if you have any questions about the AORUS, make sure you ask them below. In the meantime, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please make sure you like it, subscribe it, and come back to the Dangen whenever you want. I'm posting videos all the time, so thanks for joining me here at the Dangen, and I'll talk to you guys next time.